Welcome, beautiful souls, to Feminine Power, the She-Volution podcast. I'm Eva Simone. I'm so excited you're here. This podcast is a space where we're going to break free from the limitations that hold us back. Embrace our feminine power and create lives we absolutely love. We are in a She-Volution, a revolution of self-discovery where women are rising to their full potential, claiming their power, and rewriting the rules of the game. This podcast is your guide, your cheerleader, and your compass on this journey. We'll explore together the depths of your feminine wisdom, unlock your inner strength, and ignite the fire within you to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. Get ready to tap into your next level self, embrace your unique power, and unleash the extraordinary woman you were born to be. Welcome to Feminine Power, the She-Volution podcast. Ladies, gentlemen around the world, I just want you to just take a pause in this moment because I've met someone really amazing and she just woke me up in a way that reminded me how important it is to take care of yourself. There was a story that she shared when I first met her. Her name is Lucy Chen, and she shared a story about a friend taking care of herself. And I don't want to tell you all of the story because I want her to share it in her own beautiful way. But when she talked about taking care of herself, and even before we started this call, she talked about the value of you as an individual. If you don't take care of the most valuable person in the world, then who the heck can you take care of? When she started to talk, we both stopped and got water to make sure that we were nourished and that our body was ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lucy. Lucy, hello, and thank you so much for sharing this time with me.
Hi, Eva. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to not only talking with you, but also the rest of the world.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So, I want you to go into what you do, who you are, and why the need to take care of yourself first is so important before you take care of anybody else.
Of course, yeah. This is really a very important information and a lesson for all of us. Because just think about it. Without taking care of yourself, how can you have the energy and the surplus to give out to others? So I always call it, okay, you gotta fill up your cup first. I learned from one of my friends, and she always say, oh, remember, whenever we say, okay, I'm so blessed and my cup is full, right? But a lot of times that we tend to take care of others, take care of the business, the family, our kids, our spouses, our mother-in-law, my father, everyone around us except us. We're like, okay, we're secondary. We want to meet other people's needs. However, we need to keep in mind that only when our cup is full, we're full of love, we can pour out our love and our energy to others. So super important.
So important. But why do we pull back and take care of everybody? And then we are just giving, and then we are drained. I call it dried up, tired, frustrated, and all the things. And then we become resentful because we haven't taken care of the most important person. Where does that come from? The reason that we're that way?
Great question. There are a lot of reasons contributing to our own behavior. Say, for example, it's a long topic, but I'm going to just share maybe 2 points here. Number one is because we were taught or raised that way. We learn because we observe other women.
Yes.
Our mother, our aunt, our grandparents, in the old time especially. If we're talking about older generations, even more, because in the house, men are considered the most valuable people. because they bring the income, they bring the all of the things that they take care of the family, so-called, right? Financially, and they go out to work, and a lot of women did not work in the old times, just until maybe 50, 60 years ago, right?
Yeah,
Women started
yeah.
going out. And so in the house, we tend to be the person that taking care of the rest. Make sure that men are in the position in their best so that they can feed us. And we're always in the supportive role. Of course.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's really the reason, by observation, right?
Yeah.
And number two, because of that, and of course, girls are raised in the way, okay, we're always nurturing. It's part of our nature, I would say, evolution and everything, because we women need to take care of their little ones culturally, but also in our DNA, we're nurturing.
Yes.
And when we grow up, remember, okay, girls love little dolls and the boys love the big cars and trucks and all of these, right? Masculine versus the feminism type of role that we were raised off. So, in a way, people judge you otherwise.
Yeah.
We were raised that way, and it's so-called good girl.
Yes.
It's part of the virtue. And so subconsciously, we just follow that rule. We're afraid subconsciously without us really being aware of it. And we want to be part of the society. We want to be the contributing. We want to be nice. We take care of others, of course. And if people expect us this way, we tend to follow.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that. And so what did you go through a phase in where you're like, okay, I'm going out into the world, I'm going to do all the things. How did you balance it? Or I know I didn't do a good job balancing it. I was like going forward. Like,
Right.
what happened then for you?
Great question. Of course, I think all of us have the tendency of pushing us so hard until that we hit the wall.
Oh,
Until, okay, there are some alarming signals can happen to our health or our mental, our relationship, everything.
yeah.
So for me, I think just really this is 25 years ago when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, I got the carpal tunnel because I worked so hard, right, in front of a computer, and of course, water retention, everything related or it's related to the pregnancy. So it's really killing me because you could feel the numb and tingling on the hands and everywhere that I couldn't even touch or grab something because otherwise my fingers were like, on fire. The tingling feeling, the carpal tunnel, right? Because the pressure of the nerve around my wrist. So I got so scared. And
I can imagine, yes.
Yeah, so I went to the doctor and then they said, you need to really take care of your body. Say, for example, drink a lot of water. You would think, this is common sense, right? But when you're busy for the whole day in the meetings and writing emails and working, I only got one sip of. Just you realize. I think as a human, we learn our lessons from the pain. When we have the pain, we're like, okay, I need to pause. I need to take care of ourselves and just think about all of the sufferings that we experience, right? So that's really one of the moments that really daunted me and to make me feel that, okay, it's time to push out other projects and pause. And later on, of course, you know how we tend to be, after that, we're healed and we forgot again. So again and again, right? Until that life, because I raised 3 kids. I had a full-time job and my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my mom and my dad, and they're all immigrants. So my husband and I had to raise the 3 daughters and also 4 seniors. They're all aged and eventually they passed away. But before passing away, we took care of them. So a lot of things that competing priorities and made me like, okay, I need to do something, right? Do more. Oh, this is not good enough. I need to do more. But then, of course, I almost got to the burnout stage. We're like, okay, hold on. My sleep was not good. And also my mood is not good because I was all the time that exhausted, right? And also I was trying to climb the corporate ladders and a lot of projects over time. I was like, okay, hold on. I need to do something.
Yes.
Take my own health, my own body first.
Your own mind, your internal world.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Wow.
So I learned the lesson, but fortunately not learned from the hard way because say, for example, 2 of my friends got sent to the emergency room for the past, or 2 of them for the past 2 years. Very scary. Yeah. Yeah. One was because of overwork and she had the heart problem. The other one was also similarly, she had to go to the emergency room because the sleep apnea and all kinds of health issues. Yeah. Very scary.
It's so scary. And here's the thing, Lucy, it doesn't get better until you go, okay, I got to do something different.
Right.
Because then you're on a hamster wheel, getting sicker and sicker. You are shutting down, you're burning out, and then you lose all the juiciness of being a woman.
Right.
So what happened then for you when you were like, oh, this is not working?
Right. So of course I learned my lesson, right? I observed and in my circle, there are some friends, as I mentioned, that got to send to the ER. I said, okay, not me. I want to learn from their lessons. Yes. So I started really taking care of about my own health. So about maybe, I would say 7, 8 years ago, I started doing yoga, meditation, and Tai Chi, and also Taekwondo.
Oh.
Yeah, so those exercises, not only the purpose that I want to build my muscles and flexibility, not only because that I was that age, like mid 40s or something, that we started have the menopause.
Yes, it happens.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So I'm so glad. I'm so grateful that I started a few years earlier, before I got into the menopause stage. And I feel much better. I feel very calm and my muscles is good. And I mentioned to you that I went to the blood work and just had the regular checkup. Everything is excellent.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful because it's true. You have your health, and then you have different stages of your life that you're going through. Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. And I'm 52. And every year, every 10 years, your body changes. Right. So when did you decide, okay, I know that I'm going to go through menopause at some point. When did you decide to say, okay, this is the time that I'm getting prepared for it? Like, what did you do? Right.
So one of my best friends, she had her menopause really early, 40 or 41 or 42. It's like in shock because I'm 54. So that means it's 12 years ago, right? So she's like, oh, that early. And back then, my little baby was only 4 or 5, right? So it's like, oh, there's no way, right? It's just past the nursing stage. Why we're talking about... But then my mother-in-law also was telling me that she had her menopause is around 40. I was like, oh, that means each person is different. And I really need to think about this because eventually, sooner or later,
it's happening.
Yeah. Even 10 years later, 52, you still had to go through that.
Yes.
Okay. And because of all of the kind of warnings or advice from my friends and family, so I said, okay, I need to really think about this. I need to have my own strategy. So
Yes.
another thing I want to mention was that why I started yoga 7 or 8 years ago. I had allergy.
Oh.
Severe allergy. Initially, I didn't have. I came to this country when I was 24. I had no problem. So people around me that my father had the allergy, especially spraying, right? When the flowers bloom,
Oh yeah, yeah.
everything, and then the grass. So I was really, I felt, okay, it's so strange why people had this, and I don't think. So I was really happy, glad. Eventually, towards to my late 30s, I started sneezing a lot and running nose a lot and sore throat and everything. I was like, wow, that means I'm having allergy as well. And how can I? So I started taking medicines. Doesn't work. I'm telling you, it's really killing me because I sneeze like 100 times. How can you work? How, like it's just suffering, right? Running nose and running everywhere. So miserable. And I tried the different ways. None of them worked. Until one of my friends said, Lucy, yoga healed my.
Yoga.
I said, you gotta be kidding me. Is it in your mind? She said, Lucy, body and mind, they work together. Try it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, so I mean, the simple one. She said the simple one is just inhale, exhale, and then do the sun salutation. Only that one can heal your allergy. I said, okay.
What?
Yeah. So I mean, I said, okay. So I joined yoga. So my oldest daughter, she introduced me. She said, Mom, there's one that near our house. You can just walk over there. And now they have the 30 days promotion, whatever. Try it, right? I fell in love with it. It's like, oh, not only I'm moving my body, but also I feel the peace and joy and quiet time for myself.
Yeah.
I have a reason, right? I don't need to clean the house. I have this yoga class. And initially, I did not understand when the yoga teacher said, oh, you need to thank yourself being here, carving out the time from your busy days to be here. I said, why you want to thank yourself? but I feel it. Until that, I listened to Louise Hay's teaching. She said, you got to thank yourself. You got to love yourself. Oh, people thank themselves? No one taught me that. I said, oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So I started thanking myself and I feel more happy each day.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And nobody teaches you that. Nobody teaches you that. I teach my son. When I tell him, I was like, babe, I love you, but you love you. He was like, oh. Yes, because when you start to love yourself, because a lot of times we're waiting for someone else to, validate us or give us something. And then when they don't give it, we feel broken. But I had to learn very early on that if you don't love yourself, I learned about thanking myself later. But if you don't love yourself, you will not feel whole, you will not feel full, and you will be resentful.
Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Again, like you said, no one taught us that. My mom never taught me. So now
she didn't know.
She didn't know. Her mother never taught her, right? And remember the mirror work? Not sure if you have heard.
I know about the mirror work.
I got to know it, maybe this is at least 15 years ago, and I laughed at it at the beginning. I said, who do that? This is so silly. You talk to yourself and in the mirror? Why not to talk with a friend, right? But I mean, one is not convenient. Your friend is not always with you. And two is, it's so strange. Suddenly you just call someone and said, okay, can you say you love me? That's strange, right? But if we look at the mirror, anytime, even without the mirror, we can just talk to myself, right? Say, oh, Lucy, oh, I love myself. Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so beautiful.
Yes.
That's all, right? So
Yes.
simple, so convenient. So I started doing that a few years back. I said,
Yes.
who created this?
Yes.
This
And for
person
me,
needs to win the Nobel Prize.
it's true. It's true because we don't know that we can do that. And for me, even when I wake up in the morning, I fill my own cup first with love and devotion and connection and commitment and all those beautiful things. And then when I go out in the world, I'm good because I've already gotten everything that I needed. So if I didn't get it from my son or from my partner or from my sister or my mother or friends, I'm good because I've already filled my own cup. So yes, it's so good.
Yeah, right, right. So convenient. So I started doing that. I have my own daily affirmation. It works so beautifully for me. Oh, another thing is,
Yes.
in the morning, I would tell myself, I'm going to have a good day today.
Yes.
I learned
Yes.
that. You know, it's so hard because a lot of times that we are so jump into our phone and to
Oh,
in okay bad news or business that we need to correspond emails and everything, and so busy we're like, I haven't had my coffee or tea yet, and it's already half day. You feel that you did not have a good day, right?
because you
But
went flying.
exactly because you don't pause to tell you yourself. And one thing that I learned from my mom is my mom said happiness is you create it.
You better believe it. She told you the truth.
Yeah, yeah. So in, at the beginning of the day, you claim it. Once you claim it, it will be manifested
Ooh,
for you. I learned a whole lot. Yeah.
because if you don't claim it before your foot hits the ground getting out of bed, and you don't
Mm,
claim it, all kinds of stuff starts happening, all kinds of stuff that could not be aligned to what you want.
yeah.
And to me, that's when life becomes so beautiful. When already you already filled your cup, your mind is in the right place, you've done your affirmations, your vector is pointed exactly where it's supposed to go.
Yes.
And when
Yeah.
something goes awry or a little bit off, you'll be like, it's all right. It's all
Right,
right.
right. You're like, oh, that's okay. I can handle it because I'm gonna
Yes.
have a good day. Yeah,
Yes, girl.
this is nothing. I'll just move forward. I can resolve this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So, so when you finally got yourself to this place, because I know you do coaching and everything, when
Mhm.
you got yourself to this place, what was it like for people around you? Could they feel it from you? Like, what was it like when Lucy said, "I'm going to have a beautiful life"? Did people start to shift and change around you? What happened?
Yeah, I think the most people that got influences, of course, my family. So
Yes.
my husband and my kids, they always say, okay, mom is always happy, no matter
Oh,
what. So
oh,
yeah,
that's
so
so
I
nice.
right, so I set up a good model example for them.
Yes. Yes.
Especially
Yes.
I'm raising three girls, right? Talking
Oh, that's
about
right.
women
Three
power,
girls. Yes.
right, and taking care of ourselves. So I really set up the example to say, hey, there's nothing that you cannot solve. And there
Yes.
is always having issues, but no problem. If
Yes.
mama can handle it, you can handle it.
Yes, because that's a beautiful model for them to see how you process information, how you bring yourself back up. If you do have those moments, because we all have shadows, we all have things that we're working through, and it's okay to have all of those things, just how you show back up in the world. I want you to tell the world about the story about feeding yourself first.
Yes, yes. So when you and I had the conversation the other day, yes, I thought about back then. Remember, I mentioned, okay, this is 25 years ago. I was pregnant. I had a carpal tunnel. So finally, I delivered my baby. And of course, it's huge adjustment for any new mom, any new baby.
Yes.
So one of the struggles was that I rushed home because I back then I worked full time and I during the day I pumped and I was nursing, right? And rush home. my mother-in-law, she's so really kind, right? She made the dinner and everything during the day. She took care of the baby. And then once I came home, of course, the baby's waiting for me to nurse her. And my mother-in-law would hand me my baby. But at that time I was exhausted. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry, right? Since the dinner's ready, I'm gonna grab something. But then my baby's crying, so I said, okay, I nurse her. At the same time, while nursing her, I'm grabbing my dinner. And you know how it is like, okay,
Yes.
some crumbs falling down her head. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So I kind of threw it. And my mother-in-law said, oh, Lucy, can you just pause for 10 minutes, feed her first, and then have your dinner? I said, no, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm starving. And so she's like, oh, okay. Because in old times, I'm telling you, in the old times, even though my mother worked for the entire life, so she's not like a stay-at-home mom, still, the culture taught her.
Yeah.
Food always goes to men first. I said, no, not that in my family, because we're raised in a different times, also different family, different cities, right?
Yes.
So she later on she was telling me she didn't mean to criticize me, but she said in her old time she raised that way. Always men eat first, at least together. Women never eat first. I said, wow, okay, isn't that whoever hungry first to go eat first? She said, no, not never that. I never thought about that way. I said, oh, okay, but she understood that I was really hungry, right? So I said, well, at least I'm feeding my little baby as well, because I don't want myself to be guilty. And then I don't want her to feel that I'm not a good mom, right?
Oh, yes.
See, this is the thing that you use to police other people, to avoid a perception and judgment. So I kept on this for years, and then I forget it, and 3 kids. Until that, this is just recently, I think just last year, I heard from a friend. And she was telling us, I think she's in a Jewish family.
Okay.
So the story is like this. Or maybe this is the grandmother was telling her that you need to feed yourself first before feeding your baby. So she goes, why? We're like, okay, what's the reason behind it? Because we want that way. It's just we want to find some excuses, right? And the grandmother said, that's because you want to build the best product, a better product by feeding yourself first, and then show up stronger for your child. It's a win-win. It's not conflicting. It's like, wow, I didn't know that, because back then, 25 years ago, when I was telling my mother-in-law, I had a little guilt. You know, I was like, oh, at least I'm doing that together. I'm eating and then I'm feeding my baby to avoid the judgment.
Yes.
In her family, they were like, this is the right way to do. Feed the mom first, of course. When mom's happy, healthy, of course, she would have more energy to take care of the little one. I said, oh, I like this Jewish philosophy. So learn something new, right?
I love that. When you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, right. Because for me, when I was told one time, I used to work so hard, Lucy. I was on planes all the time. I was told one time, I feel so sorry for you, Eva. You're just on the go. You don't take time to sit down and eat. You don't take time to enjoy yourself. I wouldn't even put my suitcase away. I was on a plane that often, going and traveling and working in different places. Every 3 weeks, I was like packing up and going to another area. And I had a family all at the same time. And when I look back, I was like, what was I thinking? What I was thinking was I was in survival all the time, just going. And it wasn't until I learned how to thrive by balancing the masculine and the feminine in me did I really enjoy my life. Right. We have about 4 more minutes. I want you to tell the world, where can they find you? I know you have a beautiful book that you've written. I want you to tell everybody about that and how they can hire you if they need you.
Of course. So I'm a published author, and
Oh,
also I'm a human potential coach. So just think about each one of us has the inner power, inner resources, and why
yes.
not tap into it? Because each one of us is resilient and we can overcome any challenges in front of us. So
Yes.
also, this is my book. And you can
Yes.
find my book. It's called Build Resilience. So if you want to search on Amazon or Google, you can just search Build Resilience and Lucy Chen. You are
Okay.
able to find my book. And I also translated it into Chinese. So
Okay. Okay. Yes.
English version and Chinese version. And right now, I'm also teaching people how to write a book. So I'm in this
Oh,
program. I call it 100 Days to Write a Book. But basically, it's
oh.
write the manuscript. And also, my company is called Gifted Books or Gifted Coaching.info. So you can
Okay.
find me giftedcoaching.info. And to
Okay.
find my information, follow me because I'm writing another book. It's called Good
Oh,
Moms Don't Cry.
good moms don't cry.
Yeah, it's about parenting. Of course, at the same time, we want to take care of ourselves first. So,
Yes. And yes, I'm going to have to interview you about that
okay.
when you write that book. If you
Yes,
could tell your 7-year-old something, what would it be?
a lot of things I can tell. But okay, so I want to tell her, you are beautiful
Yes.
and you are powerful
Yes.
and you're going to be even more resilient than you can imagine. You can achieve a lot. And even though now you think that you are not a good writer, you're not strong enough, let me tell you, you're going to publish your own book.
Oh.
You will take care of your body and mind, and then you're going to teach others to take care of themselves. Don't get so influenced negatively by other people's judgment. Make
Oh,
yourself happy first, and then the whole world will be with you.
the whole world will stand in line then.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. World, this
of
has been a
course.
beautiful conversation. Lucy, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. World,
You're
go and
welcome.
find her. We will have all of her information to get her books to know where she's at. Lucy, thank you. Thank you for sharing your time.
Oh, one thing, if we have
Yes.
time, I just won the honorable mention of the Gracie Award.
Oh,
The Gracie Award,
congrats.
the very
Yes, the big one.
prestigious one,
Yes.
right? Michelle
Congratulations.
Obama, Taylor Swift, and
Congratulations.
yeah. So I did not win the winner because be the winner. It's not easy, right? But my first round for my audiobook narrator, because I generate not only this but also the audiobook. I was the narrator. The first time, think about English is not my native language. I won the honorable mention.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
We're about
thank you.
the call is about to stop, but thank you. That is a big
You're
deal.
welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Lucy. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, you too.